to touch on a pretty important part of the finish and the stand throw. So some of my history as a discus thrower, I've kind of had a poor finish. So a lot of times you see me with my left arm down, my left hip breaking, coming over the top of the discus. Some of it because of my speed and fluidness and like rhythm, kind of got away with that. But it wasn't until I started to address some of those issues that I started to throw farther. Because if you think about it, if you're pulling down with your left and shrinking on the left side, you're shortening your lever. So like the lever is from your sternum, like your spine, all the way to the tip of your fingers. And so like here it's at. And if I'm gonna yank on my left side, you see I'm shortening my lever. If my left side, if I'm like out here, I'm lengthening my lever, and that's where you want to be. I am almost always here, like crunching away at it. And part of that is a habit that I formed in the front of the ring and like how I engage the throw. So I'm going to show you how I'm fixing that. So again, like say in a stand throw, I'm winding up like this. My first movement historically has been, I start my throw with a little bit of a pull with my left shoulder. So I wind up, pull a little bit, pull, and here I'm over exaggerating, but then this is kind of what's happening. You don't actually use your right leg, you're just pulling with the left side. You end up on the front leg, throw out like this. So some of you may relate to that, that's how you're doing. When we throw discus, we've got to use our back leg. It's got to be turning, it's got to be pushing, and this left side needs to be strong as a rock, like iron. And what happens is we engage the left too early. So right here, we're engaging the left, pull down, the hip breaks a little, and then we're left over top of the discus. And we're short on it. The discus may go right, it may go this way, it may go super high and arc down. I'm fixing this by thinking of two things. First thing is that when I'm winding up, since I naturally, let's just say I'm throwing this way. So if I wind up, my tendency on the wind up is to like cock like this. So my right shoulder goes up, my hips go back. I'm already in this position, kind of in a bad position. So I'm thinking, keep my right shoulder down, which is really just making my shoulders level. I'm also thinking keeping my left arm up. So if my left shoulder's up and my right shoulder's down, I'm gonna be less likely, if I hold that, I'm less likely to be yanking. I'm not trying to throw here, I'm trying to turn my feet. So for me, when I am, take a long wind up, left arm out and in front of me, I like to turn my thumb down. That helps me engage my feet first and not my shoulders first. So when I wind up long, keep my left arm out in front of me, that helps me turn my feet. And that also keeps me from rushing the throw, rushing the finish. So when we rush the finish, we tighten, everything shrinks, and we bend down. What we need to do is, everything's long, left shoulder's up over here, right foot turns. As the right foot turns and we're pushing against the ground, this left leg straightens and both of your hips go up under the discus. So rather than this break motion here, we're up under the discus, left is strong, butt is underneath you, and then we leave us in this long position here. Because we haven't yanked on it, it's out here, the foot's turning, everything's long, let go of the discus. When I do that, I actually get into the discus. So like for me, stand throws, I typically throw pretty short. It's relative to my full throws, and this is why. But as I fix this, I throw longer, the feeling is better, and just more consistent throws. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you want to see more videos like this, click here to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to see my last video, click up here. And if you want to learn more about what it takes to throw farther, click here to go to my website. Also, in the description below, there's a link to subscribe to my newsletter. It goes out every other week. Also, there's a link to my blog, check those out, and I'll see you next time.